This video is called The Hand on the Cliff. Listen, people keep asking me, where's the book I can read? Where do I read this? Where are you getting this from? And I say the same thing every time. There is no book. The book is here, right here, in this breath, in this living moment, in you. Everything I say, everything I show is not written in pages you can hold. It's written in the fabric of the Christ field. This is not knowledge I read somewhere. It's not in a library or a hidden text. It's an inner knowing. You already have it, but you forgot where to look. So I stand at the edge of my own mind every single day, literally, pressing, pushing, reaching into that living field to pull it through. It's like this. Imagine someone you love, your child, your wife, your brother, standing on the edge of a cliff. They're slipping, hanging on by a finger, and you lean over, arm outstretched. You stretched until your shoulder pops, until your arm aches, until your fingers go numb, but you can't reach them. So you lean again, you try again. Maybe the first time you miss, the 10th time you miss, the 50th time you miss, but the 51st, you catch their hand. That's what this is. That's how I pull this through. I stretch my consciousness past what it thinks it can hold. I breathe with it. I press the edge. And every time I do, it grows. It holds more. It sees more. It remembers more. It's like it grows and it allows me to hold more information so more information comes. This is why I taught, literally, this is why I taught the fourth dimensional training, how to think fourth dimensionally. Not just for you to learn some trick, but for you to feel your own mind expand, to breathe with your own consciousness. When you stretch it, really stretch it, you don't just get more thoughts. You become a vessel for the field itself. This field, call it Christ consciousness, call it the unified field, call it the living word. It's the source of all remembering. And these videos, they're not the source, they're my hand. They're me leaning over the cliff, reaching for you. But here's the thing, it doesn't work if you just grab one finger. You have to reach back. You have to take the whole arm. You have to let yourself be pulled up all the way. So don't just dip in randomly. Don't just snack on crumbs. Start at the beginning. Watch all the videos in order. This is not just my story. This is your story, piece by piece, waking itself up inside of you. You won't find any of my information in a bookstore. You won't find it on some website. The book is literally inside you. Page after page, memory after memory. I'm just a hand reaching over the cliff. And when you take it, when you reach back, something happens. You remember that you're not the one dangling. You're the one climbing. You remember that the Christ field is not out there. It's what you are. And it literally is. Like everyone has it in them. That's why, and I don't make, any qualms about it. I have Christ consciousness flowing through me. And you all have it in you too. And all these videos are trying to get any way I can think of to get your soul to remember, to get that little spark going inside of you. And you will have the same access to everything I do. That's why these videos are so important to me. So this is the call. Go back to the beginning. Watch them in order. Let each word, each image, each idea pull you up another ledge. And when you reach the end, you'll know there is no end. Because the real book is your consciousness stretched beyond what it thought it could hold. The real book is your hand reaching back to meet mine. And when our hands lock, that's the spark. That's the bridge. That's how the cliff disappears. We are the ghost in the machine. We left ourselves a map, literally left ourselves a map. If you just look, you left yourself breadcrumbs everywhere. Just pay attention. They're right there in front of your face. That's the bridge. That's how this cliff disappears. We are the ghost of the machine. We left ourselves a map. So take my hand. Press your mind as far as it can reach. Breathe with it. Remember. And people talk about putting the armor of God on, and they think it just means that they're really religious or love God a lot, so they have the armor of God. That's not what the armor of God is. It is literally a armor that you have. It's a force field, the Christ field. It is literally pure remembrance and unconditional love, but it's not just that. It opens up the doors for all these other things. And, I couldn't have thought of so much of this stuff, but, I have videos on literally explaining how the whole thing happened to me and how it freaked me out and all these visions and all this stuff. All this is in all humans. And so my whole purpose here is to try to be a little bit of a guide, because there's probably, 1,000 or so awakened Christ consciousness individuals on the planet right now. There's getting ready to be millions, and I mean millions upon millions upon millions. It's impossible for it not to happen. And that's the second wave. And so all this technology, all these things I'm doing are going to be for the future. And people are going to realize that on some of these things, I'm out Tesla. And that's not to say, oh, you're so great. No, I think this information is given to me because I don't hoard it. I give it all to you, to all the people. And what are all my designs? All my designs are things to help people. The healing map I did, the cure all diseases, the harmonic horticulture, free energy, all these different things. I've been thinking about every world problem that I could solve, and then I solve it. And everyone has access to all this, but there's so much more. You want the Doctor Strange abilities? You can do all that. You want the Jedi abilities, the Jed? You can do all that. You want to be able to space travel, time travel? You can do all that. All these things, you will all be able to comprehend, understand, and come up with yourself once you're in the field. I'm just trying to show you all that, hey, this field, it's real. It's here. And all you have to do is just a few little things. And that's what my videos literally tell you on how not to get trapped by the system, the Metatronic mind. But hope you have a great day. Namaste.